BS in Denver Sports.
Allie Monroy here with Jake Shapiro, and like Mike McIntyre would say, it's another beautiful day in Boulder, and we're previewing Colorado's upcoming matchup against UCLA. Jake, like always, what are your expectations for the Buffs this week?
I'm expecting a win. That's as simple as that to start off with, but it's going to be a Thursday night game, a beautiful Thursday night game. The weather in Boulder has been insanely
amazing,
gorgeous.
Like right now.
Right, this October and now into November. And, you know, for the Buffs, overall they've done really well on Thursdays in history, but most of those games have come on Thursdays against Nebraska. They've had very few Thursday night contests besides for those Thanksgiving battles. In one of those, the last one actually was against Hawaii last year, and I think fans have forgotten about that one because that one was brutal. But I think you can expect the exact opposite. You know, everything went wrong that could go wrong in that Hawaii game. I think a lot of things are going to go right for the Buffaloes on Thursday night.
Well, what does the team have to do to impress you this week?
You know, that's a really good question, Allie, and I think what they need to do is establish a run game, a dominant run game, and they can do it. The UCLA defense is not that good of a rush defense, and Phil Lindsay is an absolute monster. This offensive line has proved to be very talented under first-year offensive line coach Clayton Adams, who moved over from coaching Philip Lindsay and the running backs. So I'm expecting the Colorado Buffaloes, not I'm expecting, but I want to see the Colorado Buffaloes come out and really force the ball down the throats of the Bruins, and the reason I say that is because the Buffs may not be as talented as the Bruins, but they can certainly prove that they're a better football team. The guy I'm expecting to have a huge game is a guy that has been very good this year that people kind of forget about, and that's Jimmy Gilbert. And the reason why I say Jimmy Gilbert's going to have a big game is because I think the Buffs are going to go ahead early and force UCLA into a lot of passing situations. Mike Falefu or whatever, the backup quarterback, we're just going to call him Mike F all week. Mike F, the backup quarterback for UCLA. Josh Rosen is not there. He's injured for the rest of the season. So I think that they're going to be forced into a tough position, UCLA is, where they're going to have to pass the ball a lot of times, and Jimmy Gilbert's going to be able to take advantage of that.
All right, well, we just talked about UCLA's offense. What do you think Cepho and the Buffs offense needs to do to step it back up, especially after last week's game against 2 weeks ago against Stanford?
You know, I think it comes down to the offensive line again. The offensive line, Stanford has a very big defensive line, but so does UCLA. But UCLA is not as well coached as Stanford is under David Shaw. So I think you can expect Colorado's offensive line to create some more holes in the running game, which in turn makes people press the box and put more guys in the box, which in turn gives one-on-one matchups on the outside. So I think Cepho Lufau is going to find a guy in Devin Ross this week that's been a little bit quiet the last month or so and really expose this UCLA defense, which does have some good defensive backs, but I think they're going to be let out on islands when they realize, oh, dang, these CU receivers can really ball, and I think Cepho Lufau is going to be able to expose that pretty good.
I agree 100% with that. Well, score predictions?
I've got Colorado 35, UCLA 17 right here at Folsom Field.
I've got Colorado 38 and UCLA 17. If you aren't able to come out to beautiful Folsom on Thursday night, be sure to go to the Blake Street Tavern's viewing party. The game starts at 7:05 on FS1. For Jake Shapiro, I'm Allie Monroy, BSN Buffs.